Hi. What is cracking? Happy Friday, you guys. Today is the 25th. I was a little mixed up yesterday. Okay. It's Friday, March 25th, 2022. We are in full bloom for this Aries season. How is everybody feeling as we're going through this transition? Okay, so that's loud. The transition is loud, and that's for a variety of reasons. We're morphing into this new astrological year. We're in a new season. We're just in a new realm, okay? Just at the end of the day, it's all new. So how to be successful in this energy is, I think, one of the themes that's coming out. Like, how do we continue to navigate on this path, in this journey, in this way, in this experience, as we're transmuting constantly, shape-shifting constantly, in this never-ending flow of frequency, of vibration, of wave. So this is one of the really critical things that I have learned, not just now, but in so many other ways in experiences. I'm sure you guys can all relate, but one of the most important things I've learned over the last year is about how and getting really clear about this, you cannot create the future from the past. You cannot create the next iteration from your past-based experiences. You have to get out of the past and leave the past there and get into the now to go forward. So, because as long as you're still in that field frequency, you're going to keep getting those frequencies. So in order to create the new, you have to get out of that. And that's one of the things that Joe Dispenza speaks a lot about in relationship to really transmuting the energy, to recreating the field, to rebuilding the field. You can't be in the field and build new when you're still in the same code. You have to rebuild the code. And that requires you to get out of whatever past code you built. You have to say, that doesn't work anymore. That is complete. I am complete with that experience. And now in order to create the new, it has to be a new code. It has to be a new iteration. And so he says that's the hardest thing in change. People struggle with getting out of the past. And that has been something that has absolutely come into my experience. For example, well, here's something that has changed. And I have a family member who has, I will argue, some guilt about the way that they have showed up in my life. And the experience in that space has been contentious at times. But this person in my life has wanted to talk about things that happened in the past. And last year I started saying it doesn't matter anymore. What happened in the past doesn't matter anymore. We're not in the past anymore. We're here in the now. And what we have available to us in the here and the now is the ability to create going forward. And that completely changed the experience of the relationship that I have with this person. So as long as we're still caught up in the stuff that occurred previous to where you are now, you're gonna keep having those same conversations, keep being in those same frequencies, keep reliving those same experiences. And in order to create the new, you have to get to the now and let all of that in the past be in the past. It's irrelevant. There's all this energy associated with that. Let it be that and evolve out of it, transmute out of it, transcend into the next in order to create the path forward. The one thing you really should be aware of whenever you're in a space of manifestation is just being in the here and now and being in the energy and connecting to those frequencies that are at that vibration. If you're in the past vibrations, you're in that past frequency. And I'm sure that there were some value there. No, I'm not sure. I'm positive that everything that happened during those iterations of existence and those lessons have paved the way for this moment. Now, keep on. And it's the now phenomenon. Now and now and now and now. You have to keep going in the now. And so not getting caught up in that energy will allow for the space, the clearing of the clutter, the new foundation to be built upon. So continuing to be conscious of that as you're going forward is going to help continue to build upon that foundation. So root chakra, yeah, sacral chakra, authority. Okay, this is good stuff. Okay, so the foundation is at the root. The energy center that it just, the layer above that is the sacral. So as you're getting rooted in this new foundation, you can then start like planting the seeds to really step into your power, authority, to create and direct your energy in a powerful, realized, wise, and loving way. That's Aries energy right there. It's like, wow, 1, 2, 3. It's like a total equation. So this breaks down from a 1 to 1. Okay, so there's an equation in this. There's like this, there's these steps in the process, in the evolutionary journey that is paving the way forward. And it's really powerful energy. Like, it's like next level shit. All right. Take that card. It wants to be out. King of Cups. King of Cups has been so loud. 7 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Emperor. The Emperor has been super loud too. The Aries energy is loud right now. Death. Empress. Emperor. Empress. Moon. Knight of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. Emperor, Empress. I love that energy. So beautiful. Holding the space for the Emperor and the Empress to come together. How does that look for you? For me, that's like creating what I want and being the energy of that. Holding the space for that to exist and taking nothing less than that. How does that look in terms of how you create that in the space of your reality? It's like you talk about like how you evolve into higher frequencies, and that anything that isn't in alignment with the higher vibrational frequencies of that of which you're becoming just bounce off. They just transform. They don't serve you. So there's something that's transforming here that you don't necessarily see. Maybe you do see it. Maybe you haven't been able to see it and you see it now, because it becomes clearer the more you create from the now and not get caught up by what existed before, the fears that may have, what you're not caught up in the what paved the way to get to this point, the lessons, the challenges, the difficulties, whatever they have been. You're now here on this new foundation. You're in a new space, and the opportunity is to really plant the seeds that are going to powerfully align you in your truth. And it's going to require you to methodically, thoughtfully, responsibly move forward while simultaneously holding the space for the coming together of the grounded, action-oriented, heart-centered truth that is collaborative in nature, divine connected, divine. Emperor or Empress is like the most divine coupled energy. It's like the four kings and the four queens. It's like the highest representation of union within yourself and out here in the world. But it's like I'm Libra energy. My rising sun, or my sun sign is Libra, and the Emperor is the opposite of that. So Aries, Libra are on the axis of the in the astrological in the signs, and my North Node is Libra Aries. So basically what this is this is like, how do you be your own person and be in union? How do you be your own autonomous power and authority while simultaneously working with the energies that you have within the context of your experience, not only out here, well, mostly it starts from within here, but then it translates out here. So how do you balance your desire to be really autonomous and independent while simultaneously bringing all these things together? That's like the dance. They're dancing in this conversation. They're dancing in the conversation. They're having the experience of coming together while simultaneously growing into their own. So that's this energy, the Emperor, Empress energy. And it's about really bringing all of these things together, building these things, building on the foundation, building on the root, building on the land, the solid foundation, and planting the seeds to invest in, develop, invent. Eight of Pentacles is the outcome card here. The Eight of Pentacles is the inventor card for me. It's the industrious, ingenuitous, master crafter, entrepreneur, builder. I mean, that's really when you're, and the Nine, and you guys know this is like my favorite card, the Nine of Pentacles. It's like when you're stepping into this power and you're bringing things together and you're ruminating on how to continue to build in the framework that is in alignment with your solar plexus, with your heart, with your root, with your sacral energy, and seeing how the path forward requires you to overcome the past. And in order to really be prosperous, you have to leave the past in the past. There's no space for it in the now. There are things about, you have these moments in your life where you have these continual deaths of who you were. It's like these continual transformations. You have to keep transforming in order to keep being. Otherwise, you get stuck and then you're caught up in the matrix. No, I mean, I've been saying that a lot lately, but that's really what this boils down to. Like, where are you in the formula? Like, where are you in the box? And can you transcend out of that? Or are you just trying to find your way within that context? That's a very limited experience. For me, I'm going to see beyond that veil of illusion. I can't live within the context of that reality. It keeps me very small. And I feel like my energy is more powerful than that. I think all of us do. As long as you're doing the work to see that, it will make it easier for you to transcend. So for me, I've had all these, transformations, deaths to certain parts of myself. Like I look back at certain times in my life and I'm like, I'm not even that person anymore. I don't even know who that person is. That was just a point in time in my life of me being a particular way of being. And if I was still that person, holy Lord, I do not like that person. It's not that I don't want to be that person. It's not like that isn't a part of who I am and it didn't get me to this point, but that is definitely not who I am now and who I am going forward. So there is this experience of you awakening to moving beyond that, successfully overcoming these past-based ways of being, where there may have been toxic habits related to all kinds of things, all kinds of lower vibration, third-party energy stuff. Like, and that, I say third-party energy, that could be anything. That could be people, places, things, and ideas. It doesn't have to be, like when I think of the Three of Swords, I'm just like, what were the things in my space that were trapping me? And it could be all kinds of things. It could be my own mindsets. It could be my habits related to how I did these specific things. It could be like how, I might not have been believing that I was capable of healing my body in a way that I have actually transformed it. So, there were points in my life where some people said to me, you just have to accept things about your body that you just are going to have to live with. And if I would have kept living in that mindset, I definitely wouldn't be in the position that I'm in. So I've had to really see how other people's opinions, even if they were well intended, may have smalled my ability to see my power. And that may have kept me stuck in a particular framework, in a particular way of being, in a particular mindset in a box, which smalled me. And now I think I'm using that as an example to share, because I think that if you can see how specific ways of thinking and being have smalled your ability to see yourself in a more powerful context, you will then be able to leave those things where they belong, which is in the past, and move forward towards something incredibly vibrant that is really built on a solid foundation, where you are having the power to plant the seeds in the places that you need, where you see your power being directed, yet realized in a way that it's being received as wise and loving. Okay, so there is the Jupiter. So the wheel, fate, divine timing, fated destiny, Ace of Wands. So there's something that's you're being divinely guided in, some very fresh new inspiration on how you invest your time and energy. Four of Pentacles. How you really invest your resources. My resources are my time and my energy. That's my goal. That's, for me, how I identify what I value. How that looks for you might look different, okay? But this is like the Jupiter energy. So we have that Jupiter-Neptune conjunction coming up on April 12th. What that really is doing is changing. It's expanding where that placement is in your chart, depending on where it is in your chart. It's expanding that energy. So for me, this is like, I'm being inspired to expand how I am conscious to what I invest my value in, my time and my resources. And your time is your literal time, but your resources are your energy, how you focus your attention and what direction you put that in. So that's like planting the seeds to what you truly are finding powerful, like a powerful return on your investment. So being conscious to that and inspired to expand that is what's happening here. So it gives you the confidence, Nine of Pentacles, to really, Six of Pentacles, invest in your mission and ruminate on how to build this out. These cards wanted to come out. So it might not be 100% clear yet, but it's going to require you to take a leap of faith, Fool, and Hanged Muse, Pisces. So this is so great. This is the Pisces Aries energy right here. Pisces Aries. These two cards came out in collaboration with the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is like a being at peace card for me, but it's also, you're not 100% clear about how things are going to go, but you are clear that you have to be able to see things from a different perspective on how the future could look. And that requires you to take a leap of faith. So this is like trusting, but it also requires you to trust in yourself, in your ability to make decisions that are grounded, rooted, that you're planting your seeds in the right spaces and places, and you're stepping into your power to really direct your energy and be inspired to expand and expand your investments with your time and energy. That's the leap of faith. It's like, how are you going to expand your resources related to how you value, what you qualify as those resources as value, and take a leap of faith in that direction. So you can really keep building. Eight of Pentacles, being the inventor, the ingenuitous, hardworking, multi-dimensional. She's multi-dimensional. Look at her. She's like, she's got 8. She's like, I got a lot going on here. I am moving mountains. I am transcending into all of these dimensions, sprinkling my abundant manifester superpowers into places and spaces that are going to really be an expansion of my time and energy, of what I want to create for myself and receive for myself. Okay. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Squirrel spirit, believe in yourself, and you are never alone. And surrender now. So, you guys, be loyal to what you love. I am like loyal to a fault. My friends will tell you, I am like so loyal. And like I said, in the past that may have stumped me, but being able to be really clearly about how to expand the inspired energy in a way that gets directed in what you really truly value, and focus your attention on that by believing in your truth, in yourself, in your own ability, and trusting that you are never alone. Otter spirit, I love the otter. And surrender now. This is like the surrender to love card. So the otter there's 2 otters, they're shaped as a heart, and the moth, of course, is surrendering. So this is great. This is great. You guys, this is like, it's coming. It's here. Now, you have to be able to expand your ability to be inspired to invest in the building of the future in a way that is in alignment with your power, your truth, the balance of your mission. Okay, I don't know, I'm rambling. Okay, have a good day. Have a good weekend. I'll see you when I see you.